Hi, we're going to do a whole series of Too Tall Toby practice parts from tootalltoby.com, and we're going to do it in Creo because there's not a lot of Creo love out there. So we're going to start with the very first one, 240101. We can see from the preview that it's a pretty simple, straightforward part. I'm going to use sketch region as an option for this, which I honestly haven't taken much advantage of until this year. And I'm also going to notice here that says grams. So I've loaded up a template file that I've made. It has millimeters, and it also helps with some of the mass properties. You'll notice that Too Tall Toby has 4 particular materials. Those are listed here. So that's what I'll pick from when I'm applying a material. So they're all loaded up into this template. But that's how we're going to work through this. I'm a big fan of Too Tall Toby's, and you should definitely go check it out if you haven't. All right, so we're going to hit reveal. We're going to make this part, and we'll see how quickly we can do it. All right, so we're going to start with a sketch on the top plane. And notice I didn't click that button there. I just hit the middle mouse button. Creo loves middle mouse. I did not mean to get that equal sign, so we'll delete that. And this is the tall part that I'm sketching now. And then I'm going to have another rectangle that kind of gets me over to my circle, which is in the center. And I don't love this dimension here, so I'm going to place the dimension for the overall length. And in Creo, the trick with placing dimensions is you got to use your middle mouse button. There we go. Make that 65. Okay. So if I were not going to use sketch regions, then I would need to let's extrude this, 62. I would have need to trim out some of that geometry in there. Okay. And another trick with Creo is if you're selecting multiple, you got to hold down Control. So a couple of Creo tricks right there off the bat. Hit Control D, everything looks good. We're going to roll that down, regenerate the model, refresh the screen, and we get a time of 69 grams. So 69 grams is the correct answer. And we can go ahead and submit that. If I didn't like it, I could have hit cancel. So there we go. That is the very first part from Too Tall Toby. So we'll add a few more and keep filling in this playlist. All right, thanks.